Hey guys, today we're going to talk about one of the most common jobs in a restaurant, and that's rolling silverware. Restaurants go through a lot of silverware in a day, so one of the jobs that most people in that industry do is roll silverware. If you're a busser or a dishwasher or a server or a host, all of those jobs require you to roll silverware. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The first part of rolling silverware is going to the dish room, getting the dishwasher to bring you clean silverware. The next step is organizing that silverware into bins as what they are. So you're going to take the knives and you're going to put all the knives together. The tubs might look different in a restaurant, but it's all going to be the same principle. You put the knives where the knives go, you put the forks where the forks go, and you put the spoons where the spoons go. Okay? And you do that until all the silverware you have is organized into the bin or into the slot or into the tray that it's supposed to be. Okay? So that's step one, organizing the silverware. And sometimes that might be the end of your job, is just doing that. But for the rest of you that are going to finish rolling the silverware, we're going to talk about the next step. The next step is going to be getting the clean linens. Usually they're cleaned by a company and brought in. Sometimes they're pre-folded. Sometimes they're just brought to you in a bag. But what we're going to do is we're going to use these clean linens to roll the silverware. Not all restaurants use cloth linens like this. Some restaurants use napkins, use paper napkins, and that's fine too. It's the same basic principle. So what we're going to do in the first step is we're going to take one corner and match it up with the diagonal corner. Okay? This might be a step that you have to practice all by itself. Okay? What your end result is going to be is this triangle shape. The next step to this is going to be taking a knife, a fork, and a spoon and placing them at the top or the long end of your triangle. Then we take each corner and we fold it over. We take the other corner and we fold it over. So now your shape should look like this. The next step is to take and grasp the silverware in the napkin and you roll it over. Okay? You're rolling the whole silverware, you're keeping them up together and you're rolling them, and then you're going to finish rolling them all the way down to the end. And that's what your end product's going to look like. Now some places, depending on if you're using a paper napkin or a cloth napkin, are going to have you put maybe a band around to hold this part from coming loose. Some restaurants you're just going to leave it like this and you're going to place it on the table like that and it's going to look just fine. Others, they're going to ask you to put a band around it, which is a very simple task also. In this case, in most fine dining restaurants, they're just going to leave it like this. So that's how we're going to practice. So we're going to do it twice more. And whenever you guys are at school, you're going to do it as many times as you can. You're going to practice this because this is a real job. This is a job that is plentiful. There's a lot of these jobs out there. And this is a job that can keep you employed. So we're going to take the corner, we're going to bring it to us, match the other corner, make it look like a diamond or a triangle, lay it out, take a knife, fork, and spoon. I always put the knife on the bottom, put the fork on top of that, and the spoon on top of that. Okay? It doesn't really matter what order you put it in, but they all have to be stacked together like that. Then you bring the corner over. You bring the other corner over so it looks like that. You grab the silverware and you fold it over. Okay? And then you just keep rolling it. Okay, and it should look like that. This job requires a lot of steps, and it requires a lot of finger dexterity. The practice really does make perfect on this one. It takes a lot of effort to learn how to do this and do it quickly. And that's what a lot of employers are going to be looking for, is that you can do this quickly, because you're going to have to do 100 of these a day. We're going to do it one more time. Put the knife down. Put the fork down. We put the spoon down. Fold the corners over. And we roll it. Okay, guys, I want you to practice that. I want you to get to where you're pretty fast at it. I want to get to where you can do it without thinking about it too much, because if you get into the restaurant job, this is a job you're going to be required to do, and you're going to want to be quick at it. All right, guys, practice, have fun, and I'll see you soon.